Today I am talking about why I no longer use debit cards. I am 100% switched over to credit cards. My husband and I have a debit card in my wallet, but honestly, I don't use it. I use 100% credit cards in our finances, and we do not carry a balance on them. We pay them off every single month so that we can reap the benefits of them. So today I'm going to break down why we do this. If you have been following me for any point of time, you probably know that I used to be a diehard Dave Ramsey fan and used to think that credit cards were like the devil. And yeah, it was intense. But now that I'm married and have done other research and following more of the FIRE movement thought process, I am on board with credit cards, but we have learned how to use them responsibly. If you are the type of person that cannot use them responsibly, then I don't recommend them. You need to know your spending habits, and if credit cards are truly making you spend more, don't do it. Even though they may have some amazing perks that we're going to talk about, it's still not worth it to go into debt for them. You do not want to go into debt for your credit cards or with your credit cards. So if you are not able to pay them off every single month, I do not recommend using credit cards. Point blank. Don't recommend it. If you are someone that is able to use credit cards responsibly and you can trust yourself and know that you're not paying more or accruing more debt with them, then go for it. I will have the 3 credit cards that we use down below in the description box. We have one that we use for flights and points with Delta. We have one that is great for cash back and another one that is a different form of cash back, but they all have really great perks, and I will have them all linked down below in the description box. Full disclosure, they do have bonuses that you get bonuses with them if you use my link, so I will get a small commission for referring you, but you get a way bigger perk for signing up using my link. So full disclosure there, but the bonuses, they're awesome. I love me some new credit card bonuses and the cash back or the miles, whatever it may be. I just love them. If you want to know the tea on why I no longer follow Dave Ramsey, what happened with all of that, there will be a link down below in the description box on all of the tea on that. So jumping right in, the number one reasons why we no longer use debit cards and use credit cards is credit cards give you the ability to improve your credit. When you're using debit cards, it does not improve your credit. You can pay your debit card in full, which it's automatically deducting from your checking account. So if you're not going into the red, it's not helping your credit. And that sucks. To be honest, we are someone that we are actually buying our second property right now, an investment property, and credit score is important. Credit score is important when you're buying property, when you're even renting an apartment. Some jobs check credit score, buying a car, different things like that. Credit score is very important. And if you are paying your credit card on time every single month, keeping below the 30% utilization, different things like that, then you can really improve your credit score with your credit cards. If you're interested, I have a full video on improving your credit score, how it all works, easy ways that you can improve your credit score. I'll have it linked down below in the description box. But the first reason is debit cards, they don't improve your credit, and credit cards do, which is amazing. Number 2 is the points. Most debit cards don't give you points. Some occasionally will give you like 5% cash back at a specific store, but they don't give you the overall cash back or points or bonus points like credit cards do. I love our Chase Sapphire card. I can get extra cash back on groceries and gas, on wholesale clubs, on shopping online, different places like that with those credit cards. And I love that we are able to keep track of that. I actually have a little Post-it note in my wallet that tells me which credit cards I get the most cash back. So I'm like, okay, if I'm at the grocery store, I use this credit card. If I'm at getting gas, I use this credit card. If I'm doing this, I use this credit card, and I can keep track of which ones will give me the most points for the type of purchase that I'm making. So that is a huge perk of those cash back points that you're getting, or cash back that you're getting back in your account or in your wallet, which is amazing. Now, one argument that Dave Ramsey always talks about is no one ever got rich off of 3% cash back. No, but it's still awesome. I'll still take that 3%. I'll still take those miles. We have taken tons of trips on our points. For instance, we took a Alaskan cruise and we had our flights from South Florida to Seattle and 2 nights in a hotel all paid for by credit card rewards. That's amazing. That's a lot for 2 people. And yeah, we're not going to get rich, but hey, I'd rather our regular everyday spending cover those flights and hotel than us paying out of pocket. That would have been probably $4,000 for us with flights because we're flying from across the country and then 2 nights in a nice Seattle upscale hotel. Yeah, no, 3 nights. 3 nights. 1 night in the beginning and then 2 nights on the end. So 3 nights in a hotel. I'll take those points. Number 3 is debit cards typically don't offer you any protection. Any protection on warranties, any protection on price match guarantee, different things like that. There's so many protections that credit cards offer with refunds, extended warranties, and protection of price matching, different things like that. So shopping with a credit card is really going to help to give you those extended benefits of purchasing that product. And it's exactly going to be the same cost whether you purchase through a debit or a credit, but you get those additional benefits with shopping through a credit card because you have those price match guarantees, the extended warranties, different things like that with a credit card. The next reason why we don't use debit cards anymore is the fraud protection. Yes, there is fraud protection on debit cards. Debit cards have come a long way in terms of fraud, but when you have fraud on your debit card, your account is locked until it's dealt with. That may be 30 days, that may be 15 days or 45 days, whatever it may be. But when that happens, you can't use your card. What if you only have one debit card? That sucks. What if you are traveling and you are across the country or on vacation, whatever it is, and something happened, there's fraud, then you're screwed. Whereas a credit card, they deal with the fraud, but you can still use the card. You can still have access to the money that's available versus with a debit card. So for fraud protection, a credit card far exceeds a debit card. The next reason why we love credit cards over debit cards and no longer use debit cards is the traveling perks. Now, we talked about miles, but there is other additional perks to credit cards with traveling. If you're getting specific credit cards, like for Delta, for instance, one of the cards that we have is an American Express with Delta, and I have it linked down below for you guys with a bonus. But if you use that, then you can get free luggage. So you're not paying $30 a bag, $50 a bag each way. You can get your luggage included, free luggage. You can also have access to lounges, maybe the Delta Sky Club or different lounges that you may be using with JetBlue or Delta or Southwest, whatever it is. So if you have those types of credit cards, there are additional travel perks that you can get in addition to the miles, in addition to the MQMs, which is amazing. In those lounges, they also have free food. So Jamie does get the Delta Sky Club, and when we go, then he gets lunches, he gets drinks, they have a full bar that is all free, showers, bathrooms. It is super nice. He actually knows which airports, because he travels so much for work, which airports have the good Sky Club, but which ones have the it's okay Sky Club, and they all know who he is in those. The next reason why we no longer use debit cards and we use credit cards exclusively is the holds that they can place on them. So say you are checking in at a hotel or a rental car, some companies won't even use a debit card. Most of them will nowadays, but some still don't use a debit card, only require credit cards, but they also place a hold on your account. Now, that hold can tie up money in your account. When you are putting that hold on a credit card, it's not going to tie up the money, but it is in a debit card. So say, for instance, you have $500 in your checking account and you go to a vacation and they put a $100 hold on your debit card, you now only have $400 to spend. So that hold limits you of what you can purchase, and that hold is not going to be lifted until after your stay. So that is a huge perk that credit cards have over debit cards. Definitely check out the links down below in the description box on the videos that I talked about, also the credit cards that we use, and let's keep the conversation going. If you want to know beginner investing mistakes to avoid, so you can save yourself a lot of money, check out this video here. And if you want to know how to improve your credit score, how to get that high credit score in the 800s, check out this video here.